In this tutorial, we're going to look at opening reviews. As you can see, this is the home screen of a line manager, and the people that this person line manages are Steve Farm and Kieran Moore. So there are two ways to open the portfolio. The first is with the line manager clicking Start. A prompt will appear to say you're starting a review. Would you like to continue? In the case of here, it will also refer you back to previous reviews. In the case of here, it says there's one already opened, and do I wish to copy the objectives from the previous year? In the case of this one, the answer is no. And with that, the summary screen for the portfolio is opened. So this gives you the opportunity here to actually add an objective, and you can link it to the school development plan if that's in place, adding the objective, performance criteria, adding prompts for evidence or actions accordingly. It may be that your organisation has also decided to actually populate with some standard objectives, of which the line manager will see these in place and be able to edit accordingly. The standards linked to Steve Farm will appear here. And with that, check the title, start date and end date. These are usually set by the administrator rather than the line manager having to add text themselves. With that, have the meeting with your colleague, as in the case of here, Steve Farm, go through what's in here, add the objectives, refer to the standards, and with that, click What Next. Agree the targets. Both parties put their password in. And with that, it's then agreed. And you can see that Steve Farm has his portfolio opened, and Steve now is able to access it. Sometimes the organisation prefers it to actually bulk open all the portfolios, so the member of staff has the opportunity to review what's in there prior to the meeting. To do this, it needs to be done by someone with admin access who needs to be able to access settings. So by clicking on settings, this window will appear. We're going to go into performance management and then go into general. And you can see what we talked about previously about standard objectives being set. But at the bottom of the page here, you'll notice a section that says bulk action. And I'm able to bulk open reviews. So by clicking Start, title appears, which can be set previously, and the date range. When I bulk open, I can bring through standard objectives. I can bring through standard monitoring. So for example, if I'm setting monitoring to occur in different terms, it can link to that, and it will bring through standards. In the case of here, I'm not going to bring through any standard monitoring. As in our previous window, when we click Start, you can see we're able to bring across any objectives from previous portfolios and reviews. I'm going to click Next. All the staff who haven't got open reviews appear here. And in the case of here, I'm just going to choose Jessica. Bring her across to here. Click Next. So I'm going to bulk open her review, Performance Management 2021, the date range and that. And then I'm going to click Open Review. If you choose to bulk open more than one member of staff, I recommend that you do it in staff member types and try one at a time. So to open one member of staff in that group, check it's all okay, and then open everybody else. So if I click Open Review now, I'm then able to come back into here. Remember, I chose Jessica. So if I come into my staff here, I just go to All Staff and I choose Jessica. We can see here, there's Jessica's area opened with the title. And as we can see, it's a slightly different window. And for this time, we don't need to agree to open it, but the objectives are in place. So you can see here, this has been set up with some standard objectives. Standards are in place for Jessica. So as you can see here, she's got some teaching standards and she's also got some different teaching expectations in place. And she's able to actually click into here and see those. And what actually happens for the process now during the meeting is Jessica has the ability to look at her portfolio prior to the meeting, and then during that initial review meeting, what actually happens is the line manager comes in, clicks objectives, and has the ability to go into here and then change the content accordingly. And this time when they click save, you can see that staff agreement both appears. Both parties put their password in to agree any changes to that objective. And you can see the whole process then is complete. So with that, thank you very much for watching this tutorial on opening reviews.